Flyers TV is sponsored by the Bay Hotel. Ryan, how's practice been this week in preparation for the weekend?
Yeah, it's been good. You know, it's obviously changing gears from last week to this week. We were fortunate enough to finish with Edinburgh and then continue with Edinburgh. So we didn't have to change gears all that much, but changing barns and trying to progress throughout the week is highest on our priority list, and I think it's important to continually progress, but I also think that it's important to kind of keep in mind the other team's tendencies. So that's how we're going to continue the week's practice.
And you must have been really delighted picking up four points from last weekend.
Absolutely. The goal every game is to pick up those 2 points, and to be able to pick up all 4 points in the weekend, that was really nice. Obviously, we have high expectations with this squad and this team. And to start out, to lose back-to-back games prior to last weekend was kind of disheartening, but it was real nice to rebound with a 4-point weekend.
We've got Edinburgh again this Saturday. So what did you make of Edinburgh playing against them on Sunday and also in pre-season?
Yeah, I think that pre-season is difficult because not everybody's trying to gel, everybody's trying to mesh and figure out tendencies within their own team before they start looking at other teams. And so you're not really looking at their squad come pre-season. You're kind of more internal and focusing on your own team. But I thought that they looked good. In years past, I heard they didn't have the best squad, but they definitely brought it for the full 60 minutes. I mean, you see that they had that late goal there to tie it up and take us to overtime. So they're going to play hard. It's no easy nights. I know it sounds like a broken record. Everybody's saying it, but there's not going to be any easy nights this season.
Paddy Cullen popped up with the overtime winner. How impressive has he been in the last few games?
Oh, he's been spectacular. I think that I can't remember exactly what game it was, but I believe he scored the third goal at home last weekend. It was a huge goal, important goal, and it was a great shot. He's really stepped into his own. I didn't know what to expect. I had never played against him or played with him before, but I love his work ethic, and he's got one heck of a shot, that's for sure.
And one player that scored against Dundee was TJ Caig. How big a miss is he going to be for the next couple of matches? Yeah,
absolutely. Obviously, with a guy with his resume not in the lineup for us, that's going to hurt. But we do have the depth in this squad to be able to step up, and his presence will be missed, but I think we'll be able to come through.
And I was looking at the stats now. TJ Caig, was he a player that you played against in Italy?
Yeah, that's right. I played against him one season in Italy, and he's a spectacular player. He's got another guy with a heck of a shot. And he is. It's really unfortunate that he got suspended because he was just starting to find his own. He was really coming into his own and finding his role on the team and getting comfortable kind of in this league and within this organization. And so that's going to be a little bit of a hiccup, a little bit of a setback for him. But I have no doubt that he's going to be coming back full bore.
And after Saturday, after Edinburgh, we've got away to Cardiff, a big team in the league that started the league really well, 5 wins in opening 6 matches. How big a test is that going to be?
It's huge. I think that all I really know about their team is about their arena, right? It's a small arena, and we're working on kind of small area games during practice and kind of making those decisions a little bit faster. On these bigger ice surfaces, like here in Edinburgh, everything's more spread out, and you have a little bit more time with the puck and a little bit more time to make those decisions. So that's kind of high up on our list, is making those decisions faster and being able to read and react on a much faster pace.
Now, Cardiff had a great start to the season. They've scored 26 goals so far, but they've conceded 23, 18 of which came in the last 3 matches. Is that a statistic you look at?
I try not to look at too many points individually. I think that you cater a little bit too much to individuals or give people too much credit or people not enough credit. So I don't really like to look at those stats as an individual. But I do think that this is the first time I've heard those stats, but I do think that it's important to understand other teams' their traits, their qualities, but then you need to understand how to exploit those as well. Obviously, if there's only a 3-goal differential there, right? So that's not going to be all that grand in the or all that huge in the grand scheme of things, just because if they're scoring that many, they're giving up that many as well. So shoot. That's kind of on our agenda when we're there.
Where do you feel the team's best strength is?
I think the team's best strength is unity. I think that there are plenty of teams that have 1 or 2 standout stars, and they'll never, I don't want to say never, but it's going to be tough for them to have success because the highs and lows, all goal scorers will go through highs and lows. What's great about this team right here is we have a nucleus rather than 1 or 2 players. We have 5 or 6 players that will be able to step up for one another. So the team unity is a big thing, and we don't have any guys that are all offensive. We don't have any guys that are strictly defensive. It's definitely a really, really nice blended group that we have in the locker room.
And the stats back that up, because you've got 9 players have already scored a goal for the team this season and 12 that have assisted as well. So it's a really big advantage for Fife to have that spread.
Absolutely. You never want to get too high. You never want to get too low. And if you're a goal scorer and you're in a drought, you're gripping the stick a lot tighter if nobody else is scoring. But if you have somebody else scoring, you can kind of sit back and relax and kind of take a deep breath and refocus your energy and getting that puck in the net. And so I think that's definitely going to be a huge part of our team, our identity throughout the season.
Yourself in the 5 matches, you're averaging a point per game, 2 goals and 3 assists. Are you happy with your performance so far? Is there more to come from Ryan Dingle?
I never want to be satisfied with myself. If you're satisfied, then you're going to get behind the 8 ball. It's not going to be you're going to fall behind the 8 ball. It's not good to be content with what you're doing. Obviously, I'd like to see a couple more pucks go in the net, but I'm trying to figure out my line mates as much as they're trying to figure me out. And I think once that chemistry starts going, then the floodgates will open.
A lot of centres get a lot of pleasure, obviously, from scoring goals, but they maybe don't like the defensive part. But is that something you really, really enjoy?
Yeah, I think that I pride myself on being a good defensive player. I think that has carried me through the years. A couple of seasons, I found myself in roles where I wasn't needed to score, and it was my job to stop the other team's top scorers. I enjoy it. I enjoy all different aspects. I love the game. I love every part of it. It's you bring up Cardiff and they're scoring so many goals, but they're letting up so many. I think there's so many different elements to the game that are overlooked quite regularly. A defensive side of forwards is one of those aspects that is overlooked, and I definitely pride myself in being a good defensive centerman.
Just talking to you, you're very passionate about ice hockey and playing for the Fife Flyers and things. What is it you really deeply love about ice hockey?
Competition. That's what a lot of things in life boil down to, is competition, and it is fun. It's fun for me to be up against somebody on the other side of the red line and know that we're competing against each other, and we're taking all of our cards and putting them out there, and not necessarily with brute force, but then maybe kind of a chess match sometimes, and really trying to figure out everything. And I love it. It's fun. It's continually fun, and it's continuing to get more fun each and every year.
You've been made an alternate captain for the team this year. What kind of responsibilities come with that role?
I think that it's important to keep everybody level-headed. You don't want to get too high. You don't want to get too low. Obviously, the first 2 games, we come out, we win 6-0, and then we lose the next one. So that would be one example where I probably should have, keep a level head. Like you have to be careful with things like that. Everybody was really excited about scoring the 6 goals and having the shutout, and then boom, the next game. Really calm, cool, and collected. So really trying to make sure that everybody's on page and kind of blending well and meshing well and kind of even keel throughout the season. So I'll keep an eye on that throughout the year.
Just away from ice hockey, so you and your wife are across here. How much are you settling into life in Kirkcaldy?
Oh, it's great. We've had finally things have slowed down a little bit, so we've had some time to see the land, the lay of the land, and we made it up north for a little bit, and we've tried the fish and chips, the famous fish and chips, and we've been up to Ben Nevis and searched for the Loch Ness Monster, and it's been fantastic. It's been a heck of an experience. I think that being in a position like I'm in, to have my wife over here and to be able to have an opportunity to see different parts of the world that I wouldn't necessarily be able to see is such there's something to be said there. People pay a lot of money to come over from North America to visit these places, and you have no idea how wide the eyes get or the big the grins get when I say that we're 30 minutes down the road from St. Andrews. They're blown. People back home are blown away, and it's just been such an opportunity to be able to experience this firsthand.
You're playing in Scotland just now, and previously you're in Italy. But before that, you're in the American Hockey League in the East Coast. Do you miss playing ice hockey in North America?
Tough question. I'm gonna reverse it and say I love playing hockey in Europe. I love kind of just all of those things that I just said about being able to see the world and travel and being able to play hockey, and those are all passions of mine, and I really, really love playing in Europe right now and having a fantastic time doing it.
Just finally, just a few fans have asked me to ask you, is it true that you're the identical twin brother of Danny Stewart?
Well, you can see for yourself. I think we have a couple different things, a couple of different traits, but nope, I can't say identical. Nope.
Great. Thanks, Ryan.
Thank you.